Welcome back to Grant and Marissa. Today, we're traveling to Germany, so come along for the adventure. Hey everyone.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, we're a new trip incoming. we're at home. We're about to head out, but we wanted to give you a quick little rundown of what today's travel day is going to be and what this whole series is going to be, right?
Yeah. So we are about to head to the airport where we're going to be flying business class.
Yeah, with Lufthansa.
Lufthansa.
Because we're going to Germany. Yeah. So we're
excited.
we're flying to Frankfurt. That's the main reason we're flying to Frankfurt is because we get a direct flight from RDU. So we're going to be flying, as Marissa said, we upgraded to business class. So we're really excited to see what that's like. Then we're going into Frankfurt, and then about 2 hours after we land, we're jumping on the train and then going to Munich.
Yeah, and so this trip is we're going to be going around to a couple places in Germany, and we're going to be doing some Christmas markets.
Yeah,
because it's Christmas market season.
Yeah, so the Christmas markets are just starting, and we almost screwed it up when we first booked this. We almost booked it too early, but we're in most of the places we're going, it's going to be like the first day their Christmas markets start. Yeah. So really excited, but we're about to start this travel day and head to the airport.
And for future, Grant, when you're editing this, when you're like, Marissa, why were you keep looking off into the corner? Our cat there is up there intermittently staring at us like, how dare you leave and bathing. So
he's also secretly excited because he has the house to himself. So
and he loves his cat sitter.
Anyway, we'll see you soon, probably at the airport.
Yep.
Bye. All right, we're at the airport. We're actually almost close to boarding time now.
Yeah.
We were able to get into the United Club lounge,
which was lovely
because we were flying Lufthansa Business Class, so that got us in there. We'd actually never been in the United Club. We normally can't get into the lounges in RDU airports, so
because you literally have to always be flying like business class, first class, or
the whole even with connections and so it's
the whole
always
leg.
Yeah, and no one here has American Priority Pass or American Express Centurion lounges or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we got in. It was we were going to film in there, but it was like a library.
I've been in louder libraries in my life, so
we could have. It would have been a little awkward, but it was nice. It was fine. But now we're just walking through RDU Airport on our way to the gate.
Yeah, and RDU. We've talked about our love of RDU before, but there's several new drink and dining options open. We just went by the Knipchen bar, which Knipchen is a locally made gin at Durham Distillery. It's actually one of the best craft gins in the world. It's fabulous.
Yep.
So they have a new bar.
Yep.
We just took a peek in, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Bond Brothers Brewery is theoretically opening up a tap room at some point.
Yeah.
Although they've been teasing this for 8 years at this point, so I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, but no, RDU's a nice little airport. It's always quiet.
There's two terminals, and Terminal 2, which is 90% of the flights out of the airport, is just one long concourse. Very easy.
Yeah. And there's a few direct flights to international destinations. So we can do to Europe. We can do Paris, London, Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So
Reykjavik.
So. And then a few Caribbean places. But no, it serves its purpose for us nicely. We always choose to come and go through here if we can.
Yeah.
For even coming back, if we can do a flight to come back here directly instead of another U.S. airport.
Yeah.
It's always nice and easy.
Yeah, the food at Crawford's smells really good. But we're gonna get food on the plane, and it's gonna be business class food, so it actually doesn't sound
excited.
Too terrible.
Yeah. So
it's really busy in here. For RDU, it's really busy.
It's busy. At this time, RDU is generally busy in the morning and quiet in the afternoon, evening.
It's a business airport, so I think they've said 80% of their flights are before 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So to have people have it be feeling busy at 2:30 in the afternoon is actually weird.
Yeah.
But we're going on the little thing.
But we're about to board our plane, and we should be able to show off what the business class is like on board. Yeah. We'll see how it is, but we'll see you there.
So we made it on board, and we are in Lufthansa Business Class.
Yeah, this is pretty nice.
Pretty nice. There's little cubby for like carry-on stuff, a blanket, a really nice pillow. We got water when we were up. That's my water bottle, but there's also an additional bottle of water. For seats, we can adjust the cushion firmness of our seats.
So they obviously lay fully flat, so we can go to sleep later, which is nice. But yeah, you can. This here, there is like your firmness of cushions. I don't know if I've noticed the difference yet. But.
I don't know if I've either. Then we got, of course, a little amenity kit. So we're just going to open this up and see what's in it. All right, so it's nice, like kind of nylon-y, which doesn't sound nice, but it's like very smooth feeling.
Yeah.
We got little eye mask. This brand that I can never pronounce, even though L'Occitane, even though I took a French minor in college. I think this is a hand lotion. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep. We've got socks.
Okay.
They always give you socks for some reason. Earplugs, a peppermint, toothbrush and toothpaste, and then a little refreshing towel. So
nice.
Everything you could want to be cozy for the next 8 hours we got.
Yeah, so this is nice and comfy. Hopefully we'll get some sleep on board, which is why we did this, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll try and share what we get for food, because the menu does look very nice as well. So it's one of the perks, having some nice food as well. And then hopefully we can sleep.
So we made it to the Frankfurt train station after walking approximately 14 miles through Frankfurt Airport.
Yeah, but we didn't end up. Why aren't we currently in the Lufthansa Welcome Lounge?
For a couple of reasons. One, it took us an hour to get through border control, because they have if you're traveling to Germany in the near future and you don't have an EU passport or German residency, you have to get in this other line where you have to register your biometrics. So you scan your passport, it takes your photo, and you scan your fingerprints. And then you have to stand in line for another 40 minutes.
And go through normal border
control where they confirm all your stuff is right, all your biometrics are right. You still get asked all the same questions, how long are you here, blah, 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 blah. The guy flashed a flashy light in my face and I almost had a seizure. So that was fun. And he's like, well, why didn't you tell me you had epilepsy? I'm like, why are you flashing lights in my face, sir? So everything was a really good time. And then after that, we're walking, trying to figure out where this Arrivals Lounge was. Turns out we were at Arrivals A. The lounge is outside Arrivals B, and we
know Frankfurt Airport is.
You're just going to be walking forever, and we just decided it was too far to walk, and we didn't want to get lost because we knew we had to come back here to get the train. And then we walked for another 2 miles. And there's a very nice elderly German man with a sombrero walking behind you, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So we grabbed coffee from the first place we saw, which was a McDonald's, and they gave us black coffee, even though we put in that we wanted creamer and sugar. So we don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
So now we're sitting at a Burger King because it's closed.
Yeah, we're sitting at a Burger King that's closed because this was the only place to sit we found at the train station.
Oh, it gets so much worse.
But then
behind Grant is a Starbucks.
Behind me is an actual Starbucks, so we could have had good coffee, but we're just drinking our black coffee. Whatever.
Playing fast and loose with the term good. I am not a Starbucks person, only in extreme situations, and I'm also not a McDonald's person. I get a hankering for McNuggets.
To be fair, that probably would have cost 3 times as much as this coffee. So
that's true. And this was €5 for 2 black coffees. How was it?
And this is it's fine. It's black coffee. It's not the worst thing.
Yeah,
it's slightly better than it, but
it's going to give us that little shot of caffeine to keep going.
The Frankfurt Airport actually is very pretty. Look at this building.
Well, this is technically the train station.
The train. What did I say? The airport.
The airport.
No, I meant the train station. The train station is very pretty.
I hate this airport. I hate it so
It's better
much.
than Atlanta, but
You know what? I will throw down on this.
No.
I hate this more than I don't hate Atlanta as much as you do.
I hate Atlanta with every
Welcome
fiber
to
of my being.
The plane train.
Yeah. No, it's just a lot of walking here. Everything is so far away. It took us probably 15 minutes to get from the plane to passport control.
Yeah.
And then it probably took another like without even the waiting there, it probably took like another 15 to 20 minutes to walk from there to the train station.
Yeah,
This is a train station that is at the airport. Like
Yeah.
it's not like we had to walk through the city or something.
Everything is just very spread out.
Everything is, and it's just everything's a mile long hallways and corridors. And
Yeah. So that's been our experience this morning. And if I'm spicy at all, it's just because that's been our experience this morning. And if I'm spicy at all, it's just because it's very early. We've had to walk a lot. We had to stand in the long line. It's just been a lot, and it's like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
But then we get on the train and we can rest for 2 hours.
3.5 actually.
Oh, why did I think it was 2?
I think it's 2 from Munich to Stuttgart, or from Stuttgart to Frankfurt. I don't know, but this one is 3.5, so it's a little longer.
Cool.
But
Love it.
train journeys are nice.
Yeah. Nice and relaxing, I hope.
Yeah. Okay, we're just waiting for the train, and it is freezing down here, as you can tell by Marissa's.
Winter Marissa has been activated. I don't do well in the cold.
It is like below freezing, I think they said when we
In
got here.
Celsius.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it might
what's
be.
below freezing in both?
In Fahrenheit, yeah.
Below freezing is
You're
below
right.
freezing.
Yeah. So,
Train should be here in a few minutes, but yeah, it is very cold on the platform.
now I'm being eaten by coats.
Yeah, it's like you're in a coat closet.
Yeah, kind of. That's fine.
But no, this is nice. Like, it's all fairly new in here. All
It's
of
pretty
the,
nice, yeah.
the seats and stuff. Nice little drink holders and tables and footrests and even like the cushions are
The
pretty
headrests are quite comfy.
Yeah. You can see it. It's like it's a lot of luggage room up above, but ours are there's like bigger luggage racks like right where you get on. So
We put ours there because our suitcases are massive.
yeah, I'm now feeling very tired.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun.
But yeah, we should be getting into Munich at like midday,
Yeah.
10 past
So
12.
we might break our rule because when we arrive somewhere, we try to never nap the first day because like jet lag's a thing. But I think today we might break that rule.
Yeah, we might have just a little nap and then because we feel like we might want to stay up in
Later.
the evening to see some of these Christmas markets on this trip. So
Yeah.
like the Christmas markets are open in the day as well, but I think they're just prettier at night.
Oh, for
so.
sure. Yeah. And I'm just like, my body's a mess. And we don't know what time it is, and this group is rowdy.
Yeah, there's a group of older. There's an older group of them.
Yeah, and they're
Very
like
rowdy.
having
They
a
were popping
ball.
champagne.
Yeah, they're like popping bottles up there, and it's 9:05 a.m.
Where's my-
What?
Oh, just my hair is very.
Who's having? Okay, we'll leave it to the internet because Grant's hair is going viral right now on Instagram.
Yeah.
He has been compared to Thor, Poseidon, Aquaman, so Jason Momoa. Who else?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
There's
probably it.
like every ancient god.
There's like a few Nicolas Cage, Con
references.
Air.
Yeah. It's been really funny to watch.
So I'll put the short up here. This was we posted this short and reel and stuff like when we were in the Maldives, like
2 years ago.
18 months ago, like 2 years ago. It didn't really do much at the time because the song I picked didn't
As
work
good.
that well. So I was like, I'm just gonna reshare this, and
he was
it
like,
did-
Marissa, give me a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, so Marissa gave me a song.
It's Opalite,
Yeah,
in case anyone's wondering.
and it did okay. And are we going backwards?
Yes, we are going backwards.
Hmm.
I didn't know trains went backwards, but here we are.
And it did okay. It did normal on YouTube. It did normal on TikTok, but it exploded on Instagram Reels.
Yeah, it's our first video of any kind to go get over 1 million views.
Currently,
3 million.
At the time, we're talking now, it's at 3 million. Who knows what it's at when like I edit this and you guys see this video? But if you haven't followed us on Instagram, you can do so. We're just Grant and Marissa on Instagram.
The comments have been giving us entertainment for days. Like, it's been incredible. People have been very, very funny.
But yeah, it just kind of took off, and it's funny.
So, who's having the better hair day?
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be like, Grant's having the better hair day because
Your hair looks good. Like you had it braided or whatever. So
I did
it's
braid
like
it,
curly.
and then I unbraided it because it was getting all frizzy. So here we are.
Yeah. So apparently, is that whole journey backwards now?
I hope not.
Or maybe going in. We just went into Frankfurt, like main central station.
We might be having to like.
We
do
might have to like
track
get out of it and then go to
something.
a different track or something. Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
But there's a nice light dusting of snow everywhere, which is kind of what we wanted. Well, we'll see what it's like when we get to Munich.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's an ice storm warning for Munich tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Shepherds on Ice coming to a YouTube near you. So. Hey, so we have arrived at Hilton Munich City.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's it, yeah.
That's it. Before we started, Grant was like, you look a little raggedy. Yeah, because we've been traveling for 24 hours. Thank you, sweetie. So, yeah, we got into our room. They let us in early, which is fabulous. She was like, is it okay that it's a connecting room? Like, ma'am, I do not care.
Yeah, if we can get in the room without waiting, yes.
Yeah, it's like very nice, very modern. So there's like a little wardrobe. It's actually pretty big. You're safe, your hairdryer, slippers. We all know I'm a fan of hotel slippers, robes, bunch of hangers, ironing board, all that good stuff. So here's your bathroom, lotion, hand wash, towels, more towels.
Nice big mirror.
Nice big
with a big circle.
lighted mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And then toilet area, and then shower gel, shampoo, conditioner. Love to see it. So pretty.
It's actually really nice.
It's very nice, very simple. General bedroom area, nice big bed, big side table here. I haven't even opened. Oh, it looks like there's an espresso machine, more and a kettle with some tea. Mini bar, which I'm really scared to open because it's like lit up and fancy. I won't try and open it because it looks very fancy. Probably like if you just touch it, they charge you $12.50. So yeah, and then we have a nice little view overlooking the courtyard.
Nice
Little couch area. And we are on the 5th floor, so we are down the hall from the executive lounge where they do happy hour and stuff.
Yeah, so this is a king executive room. We upgraded this, like, we got an email like last week. They asked us they said like 25, it was like 25 euro a night to upgrade to an executive room. And they're like, so if you do that, every room on the 5th floor is that, and then you will get access to the executive suite. It's essentially just kind of like it's kind of like an airport lounge.
Yeah.
Where they have like coffee and some snacks. Yeah. Apparently from 5 to 7 every day they have happy hour where I think you can get like a free beer or whatever and stuff there. And I think you can get breakfast there as well. So we're like, for 25
Why not?
euro, that seems like a decent upgrade.
So what's the plan from here?
So the plan is, I think we are going to shower and change.
Yes.
See how we feel.
My God, yes.
If we need a little tiny nap, I don't know. We'll see how we feel. But after that, I think we're just going to hit the town. And we've realized that the Munich Christmas markets do not start tonight. They start tomorrow. So we'll go to like Hofbräuhaus.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Return to the scene of the crime.
Yeah. So so we that's the likely plan, but we'll update you once we're showered and
know what we're doing.
Know exactly what we're doing.
Where are we walking to?
So we're doing what we thought we were going to do. We're going to go to Hofbräuhaus.
Yeah.
So we're walking from our hotel, so it's about 20 minutes. We wanted to kind of get a feel for it. We could have just got the train, but wanted to get a feel for where we were because we didn't really know, like, based on...
Our collective memories of the city are unbelievably rusty. So one, the idea of walking out in some crisp air just sounded really nice.
Yeah, we've been on transport all day too. So
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, we just want to get some fresh air.
stretch our legs a little bit. And then also our memories of Munich are a little rusty, so we thought we'd do some walking and reorient ourselves.
Yeah, and we're like Hofbräuhaus seems like an easy option. We know it. It's good beer, get some good food, and
I'm sure we will, if this hits like the German demographic,
we'll get judged, but whatever.
People
We're
will be
tourists,
like,
it's fine.
yeah, and it's the most touristy spot in Munich, and I think everyone has a hate-love
But that's
relationship
like,
with it.
that's what I want right now on the
Yeah,
first
no,
day in
honestly,
Munich.
that's what I feel like.
I've been to Munich like 3 times. 2 of those times have just succumbed to Hofbräuhaus, and that's all. And then the other time was Oktoberfest.
I've only been once. So
We did go to Hofbräuhaus, but we didn't.
We walked
went
in,
together.
we're
We
like,
walked in
no.
and I bought like a little tiny glass as a
and
souvenir.
I bought glasses for family.
Yeah, I think we went to the gift shop.
Yeah.
when
Well, no, we
here
were gonna
together.
go there, and we walked in, and it was because it was Oktoberfest.
It was slammed.
so crowded.
Yeah.
So we were like, how about not?
Yeah.
So this is our redemption tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. But yeah, the weather's lovely. It's nice and crisp and cool. Although
Very
there's
cool, but it's
ice
we're
storm warning for tomorrow.
we
so we'll
layered
see.
up a bit more than.
Yeah, we added layers. But honestly, it was still like in the 70s when we left North Carolina.
This is nice. It
So
feels
yeah,
refreshing.
it's really
and, like,
nice to like have some cold air. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Same.
We made it.
It is extremely loud in here.
Moss acquired.
But yeah, it's actually a little for what 2:30 or 3 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It's pumping, but yeah.
It's busy,
Of course, we've got the full leader.
as you do.
Yeah.
Roast.
Yeah.
Tastes like youth and bad mistakes. How is it?
That is fun. Yeah.
Like you remember?
All right, we're back in the hotel room now. So we went to Hofbräuhaus. It was great. It was exactly what we expected
Remembered.
it to be and remembered it to be. I got the pork knuckle with a potato like dumpling. Is that what is that?
It's a
Is
potato
it-
dumpling.
Is it called something?
I don't know
specific?
what the specific German name is, but it's a potato dumpling.
But I have not had. I've only ever had pork knuckle at the English Gardens in Munich. So this was a different one. So it was a bit fancier. It was a bit more, a bit of like sauce, like au jus or whatever.
I think it was a dark beer sauce.
Yeah, which was good. That made it nice. It was less like you couldn't like pick it up like a Viking kind of like the one in the English Garden. The one in the English Gardens has like a almost like a
bone
big
sticking out of it.
bone that you grab, almost like a turkey leg.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good. It was great. The beer was great. What did you have?
I had essentially the pork knuckle in steak form.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the exact. So a note that will make sense in a second. When you go to Hofbräuhaus, they very generously have the German menu and an English menu. The English menu is extremely literally translated.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for like schnitzel, it's not going to say
Right.
schnitzel. It's going to be like deep fried chicken, which is yes what it is, but like not the same.
Yeah.
So I had it was slower support with like a crispy edge on it of crackling.
It's just kind of like a pork steak.
It
with
was the
crackling,
steak
yeah.
version of what you
Yeah.
had, and I also had the potato dumpling.
So it was pretty similar. Yours was just a
Yeah.
smaller portion, I guess.
I just love how Central European cuisine is like we're gonna boil
potatoes
stuff,
and
and it's
pork
gonna fill
and-
your stomach because we have nothing else in the winter,
But
that's
it's like
a
this is what
cornerstone
soaks
of our
up beer.
cuisine.
It's like
Yeah.
we're giving you food that soaks up the beer that you're drinking.
Yeah, and I can say this because one of my family recipes that we actually like kept from when we immigrated is nedlíky, which is a Czechoslovakian dumpling that is literally dough, and what it's stuffed with is bread, and you boil that. and then you put gravy on it because otherwise it's gross.
But no, we do love our
the
German food. Like it's like, yeah, just like it's
stick
just like
to your bones.
Yeah, like it's just like good old like a big chunk of meat and like
And
some
potato in some
I will eat
fashion.
potato in whatever form.
It will be mashed. It will be potato salad. It will be in a dumpling. We will eat it.
Yeah.
Well, you might eat
I wouldn't eat
salad.
potato salad, but
I'll
I
eat
eat
potato
most
salad.
of the others. But
You're gonna look back and edit this and be like, guys.
But no, it was good. It was exactly what we needed as a first day in Munich. Like
Yeah.
it was the quintessential like
Yeah.
beer hall, good food, good beer.
And something as of note, if you've never been to Hofbräuhaus, but you're coming to Munich, there's a couple things to keep in mind. Yeah. So one, when you walk in, it looks like every table is full.
Yeah,
you can walk up, if there's like any space, you can walk up and be like, can we sit here? And people just slide on down. That's very much...
As long as the people are either from here or know the custom, like
it's very much part of the culture to like you just make
kind of
space for
squeeze
people.
in. Yeah.
Two, you just say like how many Mass you want, and they just know like that's a liter of like the standard. They have several different beers on tap.
You can get half.
You can also get a half liter, but they will give you for it. But we were just like 2 Mass, and he was like, okay.
Yeah. So you just sort of essentially just flag down a server.
Yeah.
And one thing to note, because we had not been here for 12 years, is Munich is finally embracing the credit card a little bit more than they used to. He did ask if like you're paying cash or credit card. So and I paid cards. So we have a little bit of cash from a previous trip, but do you want to tell that story? So we were searching the house the other day.
We knew we had euros somewhere.
We got like 2 years ago, we got euros out for our trip to Croatia and didn't spend it all, and have not used them since because like most places now just accept credit card. And
we tore our house apart.
Where did it end up being, Marissa?
It was in my wallet.
Like your actual everyday wallet.
My wallet that I use every day because at home I only ever use credit card. And that's extremely rare because Grant and I go everywhere together and he pays for everything. So, because I can't be trusted. So, I've been carrying
like 120 euros or something around.
In my wallet, like my everyday wallet for like 2 years.
To multiple countries that don't have the euro and like to Japan, to South Africa, to the UK,
to Copenhagen, to Norway.
None of those places accept the euro, and you've been carrying it everywhere.
Can we talk about the other thing I just found?
Oh, your loop earbud? Yeah, we were also tearing the house apart this morning
yesterday.
Like this morning. Yeah. If you didn't watch our like travel essentials podcast just recently around Black Friday, we talked about these like loop earplugs that are great for like cutting out sound. And we could not find them in the house. Marissa lost them.
I once again tore the house apart. I thought I'd lost them forever because that is something that
toiletries bag for some reason.
One of the really fun ways my ADHD manifests is I tend to drop things and lose them and not realize it till much later when it's too late to recover them. And I thought I'd lost them. We tore the house apart. I texted multiple people asking like, hey, did I leave this in your car? Did I leave this at your business where I hang out? No.
They were just in your...
They were in what I affectionately call my plane bag, which has all my stuff in it that I usually want, like all my toiletries that I want on the plane. Yeah. They were in there. Why? I don't know. Did I look in there when we were looking the other day? Yes.
Anyway, this has been a good day. We're probably about to go because we've got a few minutes. And why not get a free beer? There is this executive lounge has a happy hour from 5 to 7. Because we are back here and it's about 5 o'clock and we're almost ready for bed because we've been awake for like 30 hours. But
so for a little punchy,
because we were going to watch the Formula One race, which was on this weekend because we're a little bit delayed. But Marissa had a friend from back home spoil it for us, so we probably aren't going to watch it.
Lando Norris for the win still. I still believe he can clinch it. It's going to happen.
Anyway, this has been a great travel day, first night in Munich, but we do have 2 full days here in Munich. Then we're going to Stuttgart, Frankfurt, and we'll have all the Christmas markets. So make sure you subscribe to see those.
Did we say at the beginning of this, because it was 38 hours ago and I don't remember why we're here?
No, it's our 10th wedding anniversary.
It's our 10th wedding anniversary. We kind of buried the lead on that one.
Yeah, we did.
We've been married 10 years.
And we met here.
We met here in Munich.
Here in Munich.
We're back for the first time.
Yeah.
That's why this is really special. I can't believe we're just saying that now at the end of the vlog.
But yeah, 10 years. We made it that long. That's good. But anyway, yeah, great first day. I'm really excited. I'm excited to get to some Christmas markets tomorrow.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so magical. We're getting snow tomorrow, so I'm excited.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to see that video and the future other ones in this German Christmas market series. Yeah. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.